Why do elite colleges pump students into the same 5 industries? Law, medicine, tech, investing, and management consulting. For answers, let's turn to one of the most influential and disputed philosophers of the modern world, the late René Girard. Modern childhood is structured like a conveyor belt. Every kid progresses at the same speed, no matter how much they learn. Follow the conveyor belt and you'll be successful. High school leads to college, which leads to graduate school, which leads to a prestigious career. When I meet college students, I often ask them, would you prefer a C in a class while truly understanding the material, or an A in class while not learning anything? Many of the students, following a conveyor belt mentality, reluctantly chose the A. There are certainly some students who enjoy the predictability and structure of a conveyor belt approach. They like knowing what they need to do and when they need to do it. These students are generally more interested in the rewards of good grades over the pursuit of knowledge. They are more inclined to follow rules and expectations and are good students and good employees. Other people, like me, loathe the conveyor belt system. They feel like the rewards aren't worth the effort. They don't want to follow the syllabus in class and certainly don't want their instructional manual for life to come from bureaucrats and school teachers. René Girard says there are 2 kinds of desire, physical and metaphysical desire. Physical desire is wanting an object for its inherent qualities, like a glass of water because you're thirsty, or learning for the sake of learning. This is healthy. Metaphysical desire is different. Acquiring the object only brings you joy because of the person it makes you become. You only care about it because of what it says about you, like learning for good grades or acquiring a diploma. This is unhealthy. Individuals driven by metaphysical desire think achievement will bring them complete satisfaction. They think straight A's and an impressive job will fulfill them. But no matter how much they achieve or how far they progress in their careers, they will continue to feel unfulfilled. The conveyor belt runs on the fuel of metaphysical desire. We copy other people's desires and mistake them for our own. Eventually, we can no longer hear the whims of our inner voice. Our desires undermine us and go against our best interests. Many students have become numb to the inherent satisfaction that comes from learning and working. Learning is only worthwhile when it helps them advance to the next stage. Their satisfaction is fleeting and followed by feelings of emptiness. Like a mirage in the desert, they never quench their thirst for achievement. There's a scarcity of physical desire and a surplus of metaphysical desire. Even after 16 years in the classroom, too many students are unaware of who they really are and what they really care for. They have no sense of curiosity and no clue what engages them. Intuitively, they know something is off. They're ruled by metaphysical desire. Kids who follow the conveyor belt path have mirroring desires, which leads to stress and anxiety. Each year, more and more high schoolers dream of getting into Ivy League schools that promise salvation but cap their acceptance numbers like a Berlin nightclub. With the conveyor belt mindset comes a fear of failure. Fall off and you fall behind, so don't make any mistakes. One poor test in the report card is forever tainted. One poor semester and chances of attending an Ivy League school are gone. And since your advancement has capped upside, why be creative? Real life doesn't work like this though. There is no speed limit. An exciting life has no default path. Newsflash, life doesn't end at 30. Learning is crucial, but perfection isn't what it's meant to be. If we'd explicitly designed an environment for mimetic competition, we'd build a system like the one we have today. Insane competition for limited spots, the pursuit of meaningless rewards, and undifferentiated students who compete for the same scarce status symbols. Meaningless prizes lead to brutal rivalries. Reflecting on his time at universities, Henry Kissinger once said, "Academic politics are so vicious because the stakes are so small." Why is differentiation important? Peace and stability. People don't envy those who are very different from them, which is why people have historically envied their neighbors and friends more than billionaires. Love thy neighbor can be harder than loving someone distant. The worst fighting happens amongst equals. The first line of Romeo and Juliet says, 2 houses, both alike in dignity. The hatred between the Montagues and the Capulets is so fierce because they are so similar. For Girard, a lack of differentiation sows the seeds of violence. Facebook's mission of connecting the world is something to fear instead of celebrating. Global visibility increases the scale of imitation and the potential for mimetic rivalry. By reducing distance between the poor and the rich, social media makes us hate billionaires. Gatsby's parties were invite-only and reserved for the West Egg elites, while these days, Elon Musk's private jet is tracked in real time on Twitter. The arc of history is leading to less differentiation. The Common Core has every public school student in America following the same curriculum. SATs have them studying for the same tests. The prestige of an Ivy League diploma has them applying to the same schools. Multinational corporations have them competing for the same jobs. Nearly every college kid wants to work in the same 5 industries: law, tech, medicine, investing, and consulting, which is what Girard feared. They're stuck in claustrophobic bubbles and blind to opportunities. Kids are told that riding the conveyor belt is the key to success, but schools are Procrustean, individuality-smashing machines. The trophies are hollow. The grades are basically meaningless. Their rewards bring fleeting satisfaction. Does their angst surprise you? The alternative is a school system that encourages differentiation, a system where kids are encouraged to explore the curiosity and escape the narrow, conformity-inducing conveyor belt. Girard's philosophy holds the keys to rewiring your mind and escaping the traps of mimesis.